Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CoculesNation. My name is Yukadeji Nixon Cocules. I'm the founder and the director of the Cocules Industry Spy Network at the CoculesNation. For a long time, I wanted to try out OpenSUSE on a virtual machine. Well, I finally have the chance to install OpenSUSE on a virtual machine. I got OpenSUSE Tumbleweed, which is the rolling release version of the operating system. We're going to go ahead to installation. I'm gonna go ahead and load all of this stuff in. Shouldn't be that bad to begin with. We'll take a look-see at exactly what in the world's going on. Basic drivers loading in. This shouldn't be that bad. I'll be able to install it for the first time. I was messing around with the launcher, not the launcher, the download manager earlier, making sure it was working properly, and thankfully, it does. I just had to hit install on my boot menu there. Now, obviously, I'm still using Mint as my host, but again, this is a virtual machine. Here we go. So now we are doing all types of network auto setup stuff. So that's going to take a little bit. If there is an installer update, I will go ahead and do that. I think I should probably set this to dark mode. I did give this virtual machine 6 CPUs of my 24-thread CPU. I also went ahead and gave the, oh my goodness, cyan black. I'll do the high contrast for now. Yeah, let's do the high contrast for now. And then we've got all these licenses, the OpenSUSE Tumbleweed license. Just do that. I'm going to do system analysis. I will go ahead and activate the online repos. Now while that's going on, I'll do cyan black. That doesn't look right. Yeah, that doesn't look right. My apologies for if I'm switching these things too much. Main update, OSS, non-OSS, there's sources and debug. I will go ahead and just leave them as is. Now we're going to add the repositories real quick, and I don't think it should be that bad. Non-OSS is updated, OSS should be updated, and the main update repository should be updated. Now I am going to have to learn how to do OpenSUSE for gaming, because I may actually consider doing OpenSUSE with the i3 window manager, obviously keeping a different desktop. Specifically, that being maybe KDE? Maybe do like KDE on probably X. I'll probably keep using X though. But yeah, the main OSS repository, that's being added right now. Eventually we'll have the main update repository. We're adding that now. Initializing. Okay, so we're doing good, at least. Alright, so now we've got something here. We've got server, generic desktop, Xvice, GNOME, and KDE. For that, if I do a reduced package set, intended as a base for customized software selection, let's just use KDE today. I will go with KDE Plasma. I think I should be okay with this. A home is going to be exe4, swap, that should be fine. Next, just do it. Synchronize, NTP, this NTP server, yada, yada, yada. We are in the region, but I need to go ahead and do Los Angeles Pacific, which is my time zone. Hardware clock set to UTC. Okay, I'll just leave that as is. Full name. I'll just do doig. And then the username I have is going to be, well, OS. And then I'll do a strong and complicated password. Let's not do automatic login, because I do want to enter a password every time I do this. Let's use it. I do not care. And there will be system target. All of this I think should be fine. Let's go ahead and install it. So the installation shouldn't be that bad to begin with, but then again, this is my first time using OpenSUSE on a virtual machine. I may actually consider doing this. So now we are installing the packages. Thankfully, it's going down. I will go ahead, get some water with lemon. I will be right back with you in just a minute. Now that OpenSUSE is installed, we're going to go ahead, go into OpenSUSE Tumbleweed. Get into that. It's going to load up here shortly. First things first, I think I should be okay. I will go ahead and just enter my strong and complicated password. And there we go. Let's not show this on the next startup. We should be fine with that. This is the KDE version of it, so I should be alright there. We've got like 2 desktops. Let's remove a virtual desktop for obvious reasons. And I'm going to be changing a couple things. Yeah, I've got like some KDE stuff. So it's going to be the classic KDE stuff. System settings. I think display and monitor should already be set to 1440p. So that should be fine. Should be alright on that front there. But I want to make things a little darker. So let's use Breeze Dark. Desktop and window layout, I will go ahead and do that too. And there we go. Now with the background, I'm going to do something with the background here. We'll do OpenSUSE default. That should be fine. So now that we have everything done on that front, I will go ahead and take a look at OpenSUSE. For the development, we will have Kate as the text editor. The version that is being run at this time is version 23084. KDE is on version 5.27, I'd have to imagine. Education will be LibreOffice, so LibreOffice is installed by default. Let's go into, I'll just go into LibreOffice Writer. I do not care, do not show tips. And in terms of the about, we are on version 7.6.4.1 at the time. That should be fine and dandy. Now in terms of some games, we've got basically the KDE suite of games. For graphics, we've got Ocular, which is a document viewer. We've got GwenView. We have Scanlight, which does image scanning. Internet, we have Aggregator, which is an RSS feed reader. Firefox, of course. Kmail as our client. Conversation as our IRC client. KTNF, I don't know what that is. Okay, Outlook uses that apparently. PIM data exporter. Civ editor. I don't know what these Civ scripts are all about. And Tiger VNC, which does remote desktop shenanigans. For multimedia, we have VLC. I don't use VLC, but it is there if you want to use it. Office, obviously, you've got LibreOffice. We've got K-Address Book, which is for contacts. The settings, we just have the standard settings, including YAST, which are administrator settings. And we've got all of these things here. Lots of things we could do. Holy cow. And then for our system, we've got Arc, we've got Discover, Dolphin is the file manager, we've got even the file manager up to super user mode, so that's a good one as well. Firelight, which is basically GNOME disks, but for KDE. Console's the terminal of choice. We've got KREL manager, got the menu editor, a system monitor, super user mode for the terminal, got Xterm, welcome utility, the YAST manager. YAST is like a big tool for anything OpenSUSE. Got Cleopatra, KCar Select, KCalc, Knotes, got Kmouse tool, screenshot, spectacle. So yeah, that's actually pretty good there on that front. I will do a quick sudo zipper. I think it's up. Is that what it is? Nothing to do. So we have everything, right? We've got everything we need to do. So it should be good on that front. Take a quick look at Firefox. And for Firefox, we are running version 121.0.1. So we are running the latest version of Firefox, though I would probably end up using something like Florp or LibreWolf. We should be fine on that front too. Looks like there are updates to be found. Actually, that's just Plasma browser integration. Do not show this again. Thank you. Yeah, that should be fine. Let me bring up Yast. I'll do the Yast software. And then I'll take a look at i3. Possibly get i3 here. And there's i3, there's that. It'll do i3 block and i3 status. I'll do the i3 gaps, so that's okay. i3 blocks, that's a status bar, so I don't need that. There's a Rust version of it, resource friendly, so I could probably do that. Should be fine. Yeah, I think that should be okay. So I will accept it. And continue. 6 megabytes for i3. That's like very small. That is extremely small for something like that. But I will mess around with i3, make an i3 config, and then get said i3 config onto here so I can do it myself, learn how to do this properly, yada yada yada. And we're going to be able to finish that, so we should be fine. It's going to leave. And that's where I'm going to end this video here. Thank you, and good night.